All right, let's warm up. I definitely recommend popping some nice tunes on your end. But to start, we are going to start with my fave on your hands and knees, pressing the floor away and scooping the belly for your cat-cow. Really good to mobilize the spine after sitting down or being in one period for too long. So really press, feel that big stretch and scoop. Big stretch to scoop. Just do that a few more times. You can start to go side to side as you do this, just to, move through the sides of the spine as well. Awesome. Then we are going to have a nice flat back. So find that mid position. We're going to stretch our opposite arm to leg straight forwards and straight back, keeping that back flat. Bring it back to the mat and then the opposite side. So into an alternating bird dog. And our goal here is full body stability and tension. So really actively press the floor away, create tightness through the arms, the legs, and the core. And we don't really want to be shifting through the hips too much as we move side to side. So nice control, lots of active tension. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. And then we are going to roll onto our backs. Bring your arms by your side, keep your feet flat and your knees bent, and we're just going to slowly start to shift the knees side to side, warming up the lower back and the hips, side to side with those knees. Just a few more times. Awesome. And then flatten your feet. Take them nice and wide. So if you have a mat, you want them to be as wide as your mat or shoulder width, outside shoulder width apart. We're going to press the knees out as well. Press your ribs down onto the mat so your back's nice and flat. And then we're going to tuck our tailbone under, roll the pelvis up into a glute bridge. We're going to pause at the top and then roll the spine back down. So really pay attention to every vertebrae coming off the mat and then locking straight, and then every vertebrae touching the mat on the way down. Tuck the pelvis, roll up, squeeze the butt, and then every vertebrae touches on the way back down. We're going to do 5 more of these. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And then roll over onto your stomach. Bring your arms out by your side at a 90-degree angle at the elbows in line with the shoulders. We're going to rotate side to side for a scorpion stretch with one leg coming over the back of you into that little rotation, pressing the forearm into the floor, really feeling that chest stretch out, opening up the shoulders, side to side. Beautiful. All right, push yourselves back up. I'm going to run through our session today. So we've got 2 blocks that we're going to go through. Each block has 4 exercises. The first one's all lower body, and then the second one is upper body and a little bit of core built in there. So what we're going to be doing is 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, and we'll do 4 rounds for each block. So it'll be a nice full body burner. So block number 1, Exercise 1, we have lunge sliders. So for this, you want to set up nice and wide with your feet. If you have a weight at home, you can grab that, hold it at your chest or at your hips. You're going to stick the booty back into a side lunge, and then you're going to glide side to side. So your hips stay low the whole way through. One leg bends as the other moves. So hitting the booty and the inner thighs there. Exercise 2, we're going to go into frog squat. So elbows inside the knees, drop the hips down, and then drive the hips back up. So you're really feeling that tension through the legs, back of the legs, and those thighs. Exercise 3, we're going to go into a down dog to bear squat. So we start in this down dog position, bend the knees as much as you need to, hips up to the sky, and then we're going to drop the knees towards the floor and push the hips back up to the sky, but we're never touching the floor. So we're just keeping tension on those legs, doing that movement for us. And then our last one is a single leg deadlift. For this one, we're going to alternate each round. So round 1 will be left leg, round 2, right leg, and so on. Doesn't matter what leg you start on there. So if you have a weight, you can use that. Otherwise, it's going to be more stability focused. Take one leg behind you, leg and spine working together, and then coming back up. So really feeling that tension on the glute, on that leg that you are standing on. So that is block number 1. Block number 2, for our upper body, we have got negative push-ups. So you're going to want to set up on your hands and toes. We're taking 4 seconds to slowly lower down to the mat, and then you just come up as normal. So we're only focusing on that downward movement. Exercise 2, if you have dumbbells with you, then you can do an Arnold press. So starting with your palms facing you, rotate out, press up, down and in. If you don't have any dumbbells with you, then you can go into a polar bear press. So on hands and toes in that down dog position, elbows come out to the side as you bring your head towards the floor. Then exercise 3 will be on our stomach, doing a Superman extension. So starting with the arms out in front, you're going to lift the chest, pull the elbows in, squeeze your shoulder blades. If you have a resistance band or some light weights, you can add those to this one to up the intensity. Just reaching forwards and pulling down, lifting the chest. And then our last exercise for block 2 is plank dip. So on elbows and toes, you're going to rotate your hips side to side, trying to keep those hips down. So those are your 2 blocks for today, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, and 4 rounds each.